I've heard of this movie, Mystic River. This is directed by Clint Eastwood. Three friends who grew up in working class Boston drift apart after a terrible tragedy. Years later, brutal events reconnect them. Jimmy's 19-year-old daughter is coldly murdered. Dave is the suspect, and Sean, now a cop, scrambles to solve the crime before volatile Jimmy takes the law into his own hands. Working from Brian Helgeland's adaptation of Demis Lahan's novel, Clint Eastwood shapes a masterful, brooding thriller built on friends, family, and innocence lost. Sean Penn, Tim Robbins, and Kevin Bacon play the pivotal threesome, joining Lawrence Fishburne, Marcia Gay Harden, and Laura Linney, one of the most powerful casts ever. You're dang right about that one. This is a very, I guess you can call it personal, slow burn of a movie. In the beginning, we get the kids there, they're like playing, and then lo and behold, one of them gets abducted by some members of the clergy. This was during when all the Boston priest scandals were going on, so we get some nice history of that. We get a lot of family dynamics in this. Obviously, we have a father who's distraught, who's trying to get revenge on whoever did, so he's going around talking to everyone. I'm like, yeah, this is some good stuff right here. This is a powerful, powerful movie. Definitely when Sean Penn's character was in the morgue, he speaks around saying, "I will do my best to try and get the revenge for you." It was so powerful and everything else. I mean, this is just such an amazing movie. I mean, words really do fail to do it justice. It's like you want to see whoever did it get caught. It's like even the police work that goes on. I was watching this, and Lawrence Fishburne, this was like right after he was playing Morpheus. So he's showing more of the sturdiness and intensity that he would do when playing like a detective and everything else. So as I'm watching this, it's all the conflicts going on. It's like saying, hey, he deals with Jimmy sometimes. It's just like saying, hey, we're going to try and find them, but then lo and behold, we get some kids going on here. It's like saying that, hey, the daughter was going to elope to Las Vegas to get married to him, and this Brandon Harris guy really did love her. There were also, but it's like his father was also committing some crimes. I think it was just like small crimes. Ray Harris, and there were also like a lot of Rays that were in there, like Deadly Ray, and they just called him just Ray Harris, which just those like nicknames, I guess, were interesting. I don't know, just really interesting. It was unique to see. So ultimately, we get some conflict that was going on with the past, and David, one of the characters, was it Ray, like, gets revenge on the priest who did those awful things to him. We get the generational clash. We get that son who deals with the younger brother who is mute and has to use sign language, and it's ultimately revealed what happens through 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we especially get something right there at the ending. I watched this a lot. This is like definitely Tim Robbins is great in this. He's proven that he's a freaking fantastic actor. We get a great parade scene at the end, and everything is figured out. So it was like just a coming together of everything all along like this mystic river. So yeah, and the author himself makes a cameo at the end of the parade scene, I think in the back of a car. So obviously he enjoyed the final result. So yeah, definitely give Mystic River a watch. Period.